And welcome back. Now, the 80s is a time of leg warmers, of big hair. Daisy Duke's shorts. Ah, the memories.
And who could forget our weekly catch-up with the kids from the New York School of the Performing Arts? Kids like this.
High fidelity, high fidelity, high fidelity. Look at that light, making my night. All right, high fidelity.
It was the big number at the end of every show that we really wanted to see, wasn't it?
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, great to see you.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, yes, but also, you know, sort of, Icon, the programme has now become, you know, sort of that one of those iconic programmes.
It's, you know, it's a very amazing thing, and for me, it's a tremendous gift because 23 years later, I can be pretty much anywhere in the world outside, and someone will stop me. I was just in Berlin. A bunch of Italian kids stopped me in Berlin, and for them it's Sarona Famosa, and for, you know, it's everywhere. You know, there were German kids and French kids in Paris. I was in Europe a lot this summer, and always in UK. You know, it's always big in the United States.
So each episode used to take a week to make,
and then you do
and then you do the on the Friday. That was the day for you do the big number. Is that right?
Yeah, you would get tapes of music on Monday. You'd be shooting all week because everything was ensemble. You'd be dancing. You'd have like 4 dance rehearsals during the week. You'd be recording in the recording studio at night. You'd record temp vocals, and then you'd record finished vocals, and probably the next day you would get the tape, and then you would do the big production numbers. Were usually the last 2 days of the shoot, and the production numbers would take almost a half a day each, and there were usually 2 giant ones and then 2 smaller ones.
Because it was Lee Carreri who was Bruno, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Who said that it was like organised chaos on
Completely.
on the whole shoot.
Completely. And we would shoot, you know, 14 to 16 hours a day, and this is when you would do it in 7 days. Our shows tends to be a longer shooting schedule now. It was
fantastic. But, I mean, it just has gone on and on, as you said, iconic. And there's recently been this Ultimate Fame CD brought out with all of the original music, original tracks on it.
This has just come out, and it's apparently just like immediately. I think it came out yesterday. It's already selling. This is, everybody knows this, and I think there's both the generation which is like us, who sort of had it in the first round, and then there's the children of, and then there's just, you know, sort of people who didn't catch it the first time and are catching it the second time, and I think it's why the musical's also been so successful. Yes, because there's something very uplifting about it. Yeah. And especially in a time like this, it's nice.
Absolutely.
We want a little, like you can really achieve your dreams. You can really move forward in that way.
But they're not... Sorry, I was going to say it's peculiar that it is half a lifetime ago for all of us. Yeah. Which is the shock, isn't it? Yeah. But in that time then, what have you been up to?
I've done so many things. I just have to say, you know, I've been treated like a princess since I got here. I'm at the Langham. I'm like Princess Di, you know, at the Langham Hotel. And there's this, it's been so fabulous. David Collard was cooking for me last night. I just really felt like royalty. I had to tell you, it just was a magnificent thing. And, but I've been seeing my mother. I have 2 kids, almost 18 and 13.
Wow.
I mostly direct and write now.
Yeah.
I just directed a movie with Stephen Baldwin and Christy Swanson, and that's coming out. It was called Betrayed. It is now getting a new name, and that hits DVD shelves, and I think foreign release here within the next couple weeks. And I've made a record.
Well, here it is, funnily enough, Grown Up, Valerie Landsburg, Grown Up.
It's my grown-up record.
And on it, of course, you have put High Fidelity, which was your big #1 hit over here.
Well, when we were here 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, when Granada re-released the series, Lee and I were flying home, and I said, you know, I want to put High Fidelity on the record, but I don't want to do it the same way. And he had his G1 on the flight. So on the way home...
G1 being...
The laptop. So on the way home, we started creating the tracks for, like, the grown-up High Fidelity that had less jumping around in it, you know. And it's great. I've just been writing songs for my new record, but this record is, and this record's on CD Baby. You can go to ValerieLandsburg.com, or you can go to cdbaby.com.
Well, we went to the Fame website as well. An incredible amount of people on there. Really fascinating, the show. And we booked you, and within an hour of booking you for this show, it was already on the website saying you were going to be here.
Oh, yeah.
They know everything.
It's still, I mean, it still is very, very big for people.
Well, our producer, who's not a man that's easily impressed, was impressed that you were in today.
Yes.
I have to say, he was very impressed.
I
But
like
it's also nice. It's not something that you've said, listen, that was part of my past. I don't want to do it anymore. But you still embrace it. You still want to be a part of it. It still has great memories.
I mean, I have this thing in my life where people will stop me on the street and say, I loved what you did, or it really touched my heart. I mean, I've been sort of body tackled by a couple of major celebrities, you know, who went, Deborah Messing, like, took me in a full body hold, and she was like, oh my God, it's you. You know, it's you. I told my parents when I wanted to be an artist, I said, look, she's Jewish, she's a singer, she's a dancer, it's okay. You know, and I've had this experience with a number of people who all had, you know, who all saw Doris and, you know, connected to her.
Well, Doris was such a warm and funny and terrific character.
Nothing like me. Nothing like me in life.
Listen, would you sing your new version of High Fidelity for us?
I would be
And then we
thrilled.
are going to meet as well the cast. Well, you go off,
All right,
Valerie.
I'll-
Sorry, sending you off. But while
See you later.
Valerie's
Thank
getting
you.
herself ready, and she will also be performing with the cast of Fame in London, we've got time to tell you that if your name is Jackie Roberts from Lincolnshire, Jackie, you're £7,000 richer because you knew the correct answer to our question was property ladder.
Coming up
A
tomorrow.
woman who had a passionate love affair with Freddie Mercury on why she's kept her silence for 30 years.
Now, time for a real trip down memory lane. It's Doris alias Valerie Landsburg and the cast of the West End musical Fame that you can catch at the Old Witch. Goodbye.
On the one. High fidelity.
Other boys may turn me on, but I let temptation slide. Used to be so plain to see the hunger in my eyes. But now I'm buying, trying. High fidelity, high fidelity, high fidelity, high fidelity, high fidelity, high fidelity, keeping it light, keeping it tight, alright.
Quadraphonic sound stereo desire.
Come to you loud and clear.
With a brand new fine-tuned radio.
And I'm so glad you're here. Someone to lie with, fly with. High fidelity, high fidelity, high fidelity,
Your hands in the air like you just don't care.
high fidelity, bigger than life, making my night. High fidelity.
Is it real or is it synthesized?
Maybe I'm hypnotized. I need you, baby. My feelings are true. I'm saving my love for you. Now in my dreams and in my heart, and on my frequency,
I'm the #1 song on your chart.
it's where I wanna be. Someone to lie with, fly with.
Woo! Come on, everybody!
Baby, look at me and tell me why.